The Gospel according to Mark chapter 6 verses 14 to 29. King Herod heard about Jesus, for his fame had become widespread, and people were saying, John the Baptist has been raised from the dead. That is why mighty powers are at work in him. Others were saying he is Elijah. Still others saying he is a prophet like any of the prophets. But when Herod learned of it, he said, "It is John whom I beheaded. He has been raised up. It is John whom I beheaded. He was being raised up." Herod was the one who had John arrested and bound in prison on account of Herodias, the wife of his brother Philip, whom he had married. John had said to Herod, "It is not lawful for you to have your brother's wife." John had said to Herod, "It is not lawful for you to have your brother's wife." Herodias harbored a grudge against him and wanted to kill him, but was unable to do so. Herod feared John, knowing him to be a righteous and holy man, and kept him in custody. Herod feared John, knowing him to be a righteous and holy man, he was very much displeased. Yet he liked to listen to him. When he heard about speak, he was very much had an opportunity one day when Herod on his birthday gave a banquet for his courtiers, his military officers, and the leading men of Galilee. Herod's own daughter came in and performed a dance that delighted Herod and the leading men of Galilee. Herodias' own daughter the king said to the girl, "Ask of me whatever you wish, and I will grant it to you." The king said to the girl, "Ask of me, I will grant to you whatever you ask of me, even to half of my kingdom." He went out and said to her mother, "What shall I ask of me?" She replied, "The head of John the Baptist." The king was deeply distressed, and said because of his odds and justice, he did not wish to break his head of John into her. The Baptist. So she promptly dispatched the king was deeply distressed, but because of his odds and Augustus, he did not wish to break his word to her. So he promptly dispatched an executor with orders to bring back his head. He went off and beheaded him in the prison. He brought in the head on a platter and gave it to the girl. The girl in turn gave it to her mother. When his disciples heard about it, they came and took his body and laid it in a tomb. Saint of the Day, 6th February 2026. Saint Paul, Mickey and his companions. The Gospel was preached in Japan after Saint Francis Xavier arrived in 1547. Fearing the invasion of his kingdom, Japanese Emperor Tokyo Chuangi banished all foreign religions in 1587. When 15 Franciscans visited Japan in 1593, they were martyred alongside 6 religious, 3 Jesuits, 2 Japanese converts, and 15 Japanese terrorists. They were tortured and crucified on February 5, 1597 on the hill of Feet, Toronto, Nagasaki. Among the martyrs was Saint Paul Mickey, a Jesuit scholastic. He was born in 1565, entered the Society of Jesus in Japan, and gave his life to God. The martyrs were canonized by Pope Pius X, 1862. They behold God face to face because of their heroic virtues and the miracles proceeding from their interaction. The only reason for my being killed is that the doctrine of Christ. I thank God. It is for this reason that I die. I believe that lamenting in the truth before I die. I know you, believe me, and I want to say to you all once again. Ask Christ to help you. Become happy. I obey Christ. After Christ's example, I forgive my persecutors. I do not hate him. I ask God to have pity on all, and I hope my blood will fall on my fellow men as a fruitful rain.